Netanyahu vows not to allow a nuclear Iran, even at cost of Israel's friction with U.S. U.S. President Joe Biden has promised to return to the Iran nuclear deal, but Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu insists there must be no return to the previous nuclear agreement. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he believes there's no bigger threat to the country than the existential threat posed by Iran's attempts to arm itself with nuclear weapons, reports Haaretz. Whether it is threatening us directly with extermination as a small and concentrated state with atomic weapons, or threatening us with tens of thousands of missiles backed with the threat of nuclear deterrence, it is a threat that threatens the continuation of the Zionist enterprise, and we must fight against this threat to no end, Netanyahu said. Speaking at a ceremony for incoming Mossad chief David Barnea on Tuesday, Netanyahu went so far as to acknowledge that he would rather fall out with the United States than see a nuclear-armed Iran. "I've told this to my friend for 40 years, U.S. President Joe Biden, and I said to him, with or without a deal, we will continue to do everything in our power to thwart the armament of Iran with nuclear weapons," said Netanyahu. In reference to the ongoing Vienna negotiations aimed at restoring the JCPOA agreement, otherwise known as the Iran nuclear deal, to its original form, which Biden vowed after taking office, Netanyahu added, "If we need to choose, I hope this won't happen, between friction with our great friend the U.S. and removing the existential threat wins out." He emphasized that Israel must do everything, I mean everything, in order to ensure that Iran does not acquire a nuclear weapon under any circumstance. The Israeli leader also called for covert operations against Iran to continue. In response to Netanyahu's statement, Defense Minister Benny Gantz said that while Iran constitutes a threat on the regional stability and world peace, any disagreements between Israel and the U.S. will be solved using a direct private dialogue and not by provocations, which might hurt Israel's security. Netanyahu has been open about his intention to thwart Washington rejoining the JCPOA agreement, one of Joe Biden's main foreign policy promises. "There should be no return to the Iran nuclear agreement of 2015, a deal which is flawed to its foundations," stated Netanyahu earlier.